Right, first question.
Yeah, so first of all, this is the main man, Aztec. To protect his identity, I'm gonna call him Aztec.
Oh,
So,
shit.
yeah, so introduce yourself.
Ladies and gentlemen, as Mr. Jesse here just said, I am Aztec, um, the 10-time ESW Anarchy champion, um, also formerly known as the $1 Million Aztec or the Fallen Aztec. And I apologize for those of you watching. I kind of lost my voice yesterday, so it's going to be a little scratchy sounding, a little hoarse. So I apologize for that.
Right, okay. To start this thing off, how did you get into ESW? How did you get into like backyard wrestling?
I didn't know. I had no idea what backyard wrestling was, and I had no idea about WWE most of my life. I knew who guys like Goldberg and Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock were, but I just knew the names. I didn't know what they did. I just knew that they were popular, they were famous. But those the three that I saw the most were Goldberg, Stone Cold, and The Rock. But other than that, I had no clue what professional wrestling was. So when I moved to Somerset, Texas, I had Alex Garza or Alex G and MOD in the same Spanish class, and I thought like Alex was pretty cool. We didn't really talk much at first, but I thought like he was a cool guy because of the fact that school rules were you can't have long hair, and he had hair all pretty much shoulder length, and he had it in a ponytail. So I was like, oh, this is a cool dude. He's like not like these other wannabe gangsters or whatever here at the school. So I thought he was a cool guy, and so I would hang out with him and MOD in Spanish, and he would always say, "Hey man, I got the show that I do. I'd love it if you stop by and whatnot." And I kept on saying, "Yeah, maybe I'll check it out. I'll check it out, maybe." And eventually, like he told me all the first semester. This was my junior year. All first semester, he kept on trying to get me to the show. Didn't really go. Didn't go at all. And January of 2009, uh, I think he told me about the show, but I was like, okay, whatever. And the other, or my cousin, Alex Vega, aka Mike Idols, he uh, he and I were living in the same house at the time, and he's like, "Hey man, I'm gonna go see this backyard wrestling show. You should come with me." I was like, "Yeah, sure, why not? I'll have some fun." I go, it's Alex's house. I was like, "Oh, okay, this is what he's talking about." And I've done wrestling before. I've done Greco-Roman, and I was like, when I was watching, I was like, "Oh, this is cool," but this isn't wrestling. But it's cool. I could get into this. It's like a movie. It's like a fight scene, but it's wrestling or it's script wrestling, backyard wrestling. So, let's see, who did I ask first? I think I asked MOD first. I was like, I like this show. I would love to join. He's like, oh, don't talk to me, talk to Alex. I was like, all right. And Alex is a pretty intimidating guy. He's not pretty. He's very intimidating. But eventually, I asked him, and he was like, "Yeah, man, just come to the next couple shows, and would try to write you in and get something going for you." I was like, "Cool." So went to the next shows, and
You ripped shit up.
yeah. Sorry, my mind drew a blank right now. I went to the shows. I watched and learned, and so like February came around on my debut. My debut was February 21st, 2009, and kind of sacrificed a lot that day because it was my dad's birthday. But I went to the show. My debut was in a elimination fatal four-way match against Magic Ninja, Don King, and Jinx. And that was my debut, and I did pretty good. So people thought that what I did was pretty cool. A lot of people were like, one of the things that we guys in ESW talk about sometimes or make poke fun of was I was supposed to do a tombstone to Adam Schwartz, but he didn't know how to get into it right. So when he comes to me and pretty much comes to me like a power bomb. So I was like, whatever. I pick him up and just dropped him on his head, or just slammed him on his head. And it was funny because I remember like he was scared. He pretty much shit himself, and like I almost killed him. And I kind of feel I kind of feel bad about that. But the funny thing was is like after that, I think did I pin him? I don't even remember. I think I pinned him, and after he was eliminated, like apparently he was too hurt to get up, or I don't whether I was true or not. I really don't care. Uh, he starts crying for Wicked J. He's like, Wicked J. He starts crying for him. Like he's like, help me. And so they got him out of there. I was um, eliminated by Jinx. Jinx choke slammed me through a flaming table, and that kind of impressed Alex because the fire was still lit. I was kind of on fire, and Jinx pins me while I was on laying on the in the fire. So like a hardcore kid, like he was like, damn, this guy's got balls. He's lying in the fire and gets pinned. He didn't give a fuck. So
Right.
yeah, that was my debut. That's how I got into ESW.
Yeah. I was gonna ask you as well. Um, I've seen a lot of people say that the burn on your leg is fake. How would
Yeah.
you respond to that?
Uh, well, lots of these fans that they can friend me on Facebook. They can go ahead and look at the photos I've posted of my leg. Heck, I know. Um, yeah, sure. Spoiler alert: the ESW documentary was not deleted. Okay. Um, the reason for this whole return was because Alex couldn't complete the documentary in time, so pretty much stalled it. And so we're gonna add, or you know what? That's not even a spoiler alert. Osiris was the one that spoiled it first. He was the one that said that it wasn't deleted.
Yeah, but I
Uh,
mean, another quick question. Sorry to interrupt you. What are your
yeah,
thoughts on Osiris leaving ESW and exposing all these things?
I feel ashamed. I mean, it's a hard thing to talk about because I honestly don't know how to put my thoughts and feelings into words. I don't know how to word it correctly. Osiris just thought he was better than that. I wanted him to be better than that, but I don't want to talk about that though.
Okay.
It's a little too much for me,
Yeah.
and I mean, and it's not like he was saying anything bad about me, but at the same time, your actions affect everyone, and his actions affected us all. It really affected us all.
Okay. That's fine if you don't want to talk about it. That's fine.
Yeah.
Um.
What was the last question that you interrupted me from?
Oh yeah. What was that? Oh yeah, that burn on your leg. People were saying it's fake.
Yeah. Well, like I said, Osiris had spoiled it and said that the documentary wasn't deleted and whatnot. and that there's going to be more chapters added to the documentary, and those chapters mainly are the summer return and the network thing. And I know Alex said it out. Sometimes like Alex says stuff to make people happy and whatnot. And Alex was saying like there should probably be an Aztec chapter talking about how much he's put into the business and how much because the for example one of the examples he always uses is I'm never late. I'm always at practice on time. I'm always one of the last people to leave because I'm practicing. Uh, and always brings up how um, his yard tends to grow a lot of weeds and whatnot, a lot of grass. It grows real fast. So I would be the one bringing my own lawn equipment, my own lawnmowers, weed eaters, and I'd clean his backyard. And another example he uses is the set for the ESW entrance. I built that myself. Um, Mike Idle's he and his dad they used to raise chickens, and they had an old wooden chicken pen that they didn't need anymore. And so Idols and I took it from his place to Alex's, and I built it up. And but anyways, that's one of the examples that hardcore kid usually uses. But like he was saying that there'd probably be a Aztec documentary chapter in it, and if there is, then he'll more than likely go into detail about my burn. I mean, because he right after my match when I was burned, I was sitting there getting treated, and I told Alex, "Hey, get the camera and feel my leg a bit, because I guarantee you there's gonna be some fans that don't believe I got burned. I mean, some people said it was a sticker." So he was like, "Yeah, he got the camera, but there's like 2 minutes of film left or battery," and so he filmed what he can. I've got photos of it on my phone. I posted a couple photos on Facebook. I mean, it isn't fake. Second degree. I've got nerve damage in my leg now.
Yeah.
So like the people that think it's fake, sorry, it's not. It's real.
Yeah, that's the reality, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I remember Paul Lex. He came over to my place because I was trading him some video games for some Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and to help out Paul start his video game business. And PL3. Anyways, he came over, and this is like a week or two after the burn. It was like week or two, and he asked, "How's the burn?" And Juggalo Chris was there, and since he wasn't at the show, he didn't see what happened to me until the recap or whatnot. And so I showed them my leg, and like the entire time, Paul Lex was like, "Damn, Aztec, I don't care what anyone says, you are a man." Because one, you got the second degree burns, you did not bitch out of your match, and you kept going. You finished your match, and you went to work the next day, and you work construction and all this and that. So, Aztec, you are a man. In fact, let me show up y'all what my leg looks like now. So, it's healed. It's healed, but you can see where I have been burned. And, I mean, it's getting its color back. There's still a lot of pink flesh, whatnot. But it's looking so much better. It's feeling better, but the nerve damage sucks. Every time I get a shiver down my spine, it feels like needles are being jabbed into my leg.
Ooh. Sounds very painful. Another thing.
Not really. It's like a kind of tickling feeling, but not really like Like it feels like just needles poking.
Yeah. Being the man in ESW that had second degree burns on his leg,
Hmm.
that got put through so many tables, so many flaming tables, through so much barbed wire, light tubes, other things like that, like getting your hair shaved in front of everyone,
Yep.
become the 10-time Anarchy champion, but never, like obviously clearing up Alex G's garden, clearing up, like building the stage thing,
Hmm.
sacrificing so much, like doing moves, um, being there on practice all the time, being on time. So you are one of the few people that never got the ESW World Championship.
Hmm.
How does that make you feel? Because
Like,
a lot of people are saying that you're not being used right, and that you do deserve it. How does that make you feel?
well, you gotta look at it like this. This is in the entertainment business. Um, okay. Let's say this is. Have you seen the Man of Steel yet?
The new Superman
Superman.
movie.
What?
The new Superman movie.
Yeah. Have you seen it?
No.
Okay, then. Did you see the new Star Trek?
No.
Okay, well, let's just say is it I'm in a movie. I'm an actor in a movie. I am playing, I guess, an evil henchman. I am not going to be the one that takes out the good guy. I'm not going to be the one that does the fan or like gets cheered in the end. Okay, that's my part. Um, Lots of the guys have said that I am the Brooklyn Brawler of ESW, a guy who was literally a jobber, but the best jobber in wrestling history. I mean, he made people look good. Um, I'm not meant to be the champion. It wasn't in the cards. Um, and I don't mind. Here's another thing. Like I said, it's entertainment business. What the fans want is what they get, and we've got over 400, almost five, or we got almost 5,000 likes on Facebook. We get hundreds of thousands of views on our videos every day. Um, with that being said, I mean, I've seen the comments on Facebook and whatnot saying Aztec deserves to be champion. Especially you. You're always putting the hashtag Aztec for.
Definitely. Yeah. Yeah, man.
But here's the thing. The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. Is a quote from Spock.
Yeah.
And the many fans, they don't want to see me champion. There's more fans that don't want to see me champion than the ones that do. So you have to appeal to them, and it's always good. Like if you want me to be a heel champion, then go ahead, make me champion and really piss off the fans. I mean that's good. It's like JBL being WWE champion for
For a
what
year.
a year
Yep, that was a year.
for a year, and he was a heel. He was a heel. So like I said, if that's what you want to go for, like I mean, like have me win unexpectedly and whatnot. I mean, but anyways, about me not being champion, it just wasn't in the cards, and I'm not complaining about it. Never have I complained about it. Um, I've never gone to Alex asking asking to be champion or telling him, "Hey, I deserve to be champion. Give me the title." No, I mean, there actually was a time where I was supposed to be, or there's twice I was supposed to be champion, but I didn't become champion. First time was actually both were my fault. The first time, I don't know if this is going to be in the ESW documentary or not. I don't remember. But the first time, uh, this happening at school. I would print flyers out for Alex and post them around the school and whatnot. And cops and teachers told us that we can't do that, so we had to stop. And they were looking at us. We were under the microscope a bit. And I was in fashion class. We had to do a report on certain fashion designers. And so we're in the library getting on the computers, getting information and whatnot, making PowerPoints, presentation. And when class ended, I had left my flash drive in one of the computers, and the flash drive had some ESW matches on it. And so the librarian took it up. Now, the librarian had no legal right to look what was in it. The only thing that she could do was put it away and wait for the owner to come back looking for it. Well, she didn't. She looked to see what was on it. She saw the videos. She turned it into the police. And because it was my flash drive and I had the videos and I'm in those videos, the police thought I was the owner of ESW. So they called me in to the campus police station, and they're questioning me. And at first, they didn't think it was me because this was right after WrestleFest 2. I had my head shaved. They're like, "Wait, you're Robert Vega?" Because you look different. I mean, you had hair in your videos, and I was like, "Yeah, I had my head shaved." And so because but because of the flash drive was in my possession, like they thought I was uploading ESW videos via the school's computers. They thought I was the owner, and the proof showed that I was like whatever evidence was there. It made me look like I was the owner. But anyways, they said they sent me to a court, and they said I could potentially go to prison for up to 21, 23 years because it's public endangerment of minors because there's kids in the videos, kids wrestling like Austin G and whatnot, and there was kids in the crowd, and they were saying that if those kids get cut by a piece of flying glass from a light tube, they can sue. You can go that you're assaulting them, so I could go to prison for that. And so, but the judge was like, "Oh, this is kind of stupid. Just pay your court fee." But the police said if they ever saw me wrestling again, they'd arrest me. So I stopped wrestling, and the next show, um, I was supposed to defeat OSG for the ESW Championship, but because I couldn't wrestle anymore, that no longer applied, and Alex gives OSG ownership, and OSG gives Alex the ESW Championship. Now, the second time, there was a fight that happened one night in Alex's. We were all drinking, and conductor, he got really wasted, and he was acting like a fool, big time. He, I think this is right after, this is maybe a week after the Wicked J tribute show, after his mom died. So, anyways, conductor was really acting the fool, and Alex kicked him out. Hardcore Kid kicked him out of the house, and he wouldn't leave. He was on the ground rolling around in Jinx's vomit, pretending to be swimming. Sick. But anyways, uh, Hardcore Kid and I tried dragging him out, and Conductor was fighting and kicking, and Alex, he's got a bit of sometimes he's got a bit of a temper, but it's usually most of the time it's justified. Well, he got really upset and started kicking the shit out of Conductor, and Conductor he crawls away, and Alex just stops kicking him, and we're trying to figure out how to get him out of the house. And Conductor he grabbed a vacuum cleaner and was trying to eat it. And he was also kicking Alex's TV. He has a flat screen, and I didn't want to get damaged, so I grabbed Conductor and OSG was like, choke him out, choke him out. So I was like, yeah, that would probably help. Probably just knock him out real fast, or just maybe he'll wise up. And so got him to a rear naked choke and started choking him. And he was coughing and gagging. And I was like, I can't do that. I'm not going to hurt him. I don't want to hurt him. So I let go. And we're still trying to figure out what to do. And OSG was just like, knock him out. Throw some bombs at him, man. And so I was like, maybe that's the best thing to do. So I punched Conductor. And he was knocked out for a couple seconds. And he gets up. He starts crying. And he was all upset because he's had some traumatizing things happen to him from his dad, and it brought up old bad memories. So eventually, I left home. He left home, and I know he crashed. He crashed, I think, because he was still wasted. Anyways, because of that, like I remember he posted like this big old notes on Facebook. He blocked me and whatnot. He was talking shit about me, and he said a lot of horrible things about me and Alex. And Beaner took his side, OSG took his side, and Conductor quit. And because Conductor quit, Beaner and OSG quit. So, with that being said, Beaner was the champion, and the next show I was supposed to win win a number one contendership match, and then the show after that I was supposed to beat Beaner for the championship. But because Beaner quit, no longer had a champion, and Alex decided, well, what we're gonna do is we're gonna have Paul or PL3 and Aztec wrestle, and PL3 is gonna win, and it's gonna be for the vacated ESW championship. And later that night, Conductor Conductor was in the show. He comes and is the new leader of ICW. And I remember Beaner was telling me, like, I asked him his reaction when he saw that, and Beaner was like, first thing I thought was, this bitch. And it was kind of funny, but anyways, Beaner was and OSG. They're like, "What the fuck? You quit? And we quit for you." But whatever. And they come back. They join again. And so yeah, those were the 2 times I was supposed to, or I could have become champion, and they're technically my fault. But anyways, I don't mind that I was never champion. I mean, I got people telling me all the time that I'm one of the greatest wrestlers ever, this and that. So, yeah.
You know Albert Cruz,
Yeah, he's
your boss?
Yeah.
He's about thinking about selling that black truck Benny was driving around
Which
for about
one?
$3,000. The Chevy
Okay.
for about 3,000.
Well, I want a car with good gas mileage.
I just thought I'd
Okay.
let you know.
All right, thank you. Oh, hey, Dad. Can we go to HEB in a bit?
Ask your mom. Nobody's gonna start hunting.
Okay.
I was gonna cut some grass and get ready for the birds.
Okay, well,
If you want to bother the truck.
all right, then I'll do it.
All
All right, thank you.
I'll cut that out. Don't worry, man.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, sorry, I need to get, I'll probably have to end this pretty soon because I need to go to a grocery store and pick up things for the week. Like, um, I'm a pretty healthy. I try to be healthy, so during the week, like I wake up early and I work out, and I have myself a V8 juice. So you go. I'm out of V8, so I need to go get some V8. And I'm also out of green tea. I love Arizona green tea.
Yeah.
Oh, it's delicious. I grew up on that when I was a kid. Oh, because well, I told you I lived in Hawaii, right?
Hawaii?
Yeah.
I think
Well,
so.
well, my dad, he was in the army and he was stationed in Hawaii, and we went with him. And so, like, I was so used to drinking Texas tea. I mean, hey, I lived in Texas. I was born in Texas, but it's just sweet tea. It's it's not Earl Grey, but anyway. I mean, you ever have sweet tea before?
Yeah, dude.
Do you like it?
Yeah.
It's good shit, right?
It's good shit.
Texas sweet tea though is it's real good.
Yeah.
Anyways, in Hawaii they don't have sweet tea. Like all they have is green tea, and that was it, just green tea. And so I started drinking green tea and I loved it. My brothers were like, fuck green tea, this piece of shit. No,
This.
and here's the thing, like he did not drink tea, he would not drink green tea. He hated it. But now that he's in the Navy, and he was in the Navy, and the first place he was stationed to was Hawaii, so he moved back to Hawaii for 8 months, and he was like, "Shit, I forgot there's no sweet tea here. So what am I supposed to drink?" He sees the green tea. He's like, "I guess I'll drink the green tea." You know what? Now he loves it.
Good.
He loves green tea now.
Right, we're gonna do about 5 or so more minutes as you have to go soon.
I don't have to go too soon. We can do another 30 minutes.
Alright, cool. I was
How
meaning
many
to
more
ask.
questions? How many more questions do you have?
I don't know, man. I'm just going with the flow.
All right then.
Just call
All
it.
right.
Like, if you want to finish, just call it, and then we'll finish.
All right. Well, next question then.
Out of all the guys in ESW, I'm not talking about people that are in it now, but also the people that have been in ESW in the past. Who do you think you were the closest to in ESW?
Who do I think I am the closest with?
Yeah, like you was or you are now. Like
Yeah.
who was the closest person to you that?
The closest would probably have to be my best friend, Wicked J. But
Whoop whoop.
I'm also close with Short Stack. And I was really close with Osiris. Um, Pretty close with Alex. Really close to Austin. I love hanging out and talking to Austin because Austin I mean, he's young and he asks a lot of questions, and I've got a lot of knowledge and a lot of experience, and so I love to talk to him. And because I mean, he and I will talk about video games. I'll try to teach him about comics, or just tell him about anything, school, whatever he's interested in. I mean, he's a really cool kid. Um, but yeah, Wicked J, he and I are the closest to. I mean, I've helped him out with a lot of shit. He's helped me out with a lot of shit. I mean, for example, I was there when his mom died, and in past interviews, like in the ESW documentary, I cried cried when I talked about the night that his mom died, and because it was a big thing. So, but I'm not gonna really see tears from me right now. Um, when his mom died, it was Christmas night. Uh, I mean, I went over Ben's family. Now here's the thing: Wicked J and Alex G and Austin G. They're not related. Not related whatsoever. Anyways, Ben or Wicked J's family, the the Trejos, the Garzas, whatever, they all spend Christmas at their grandparents' house, and I go over and to bring Ben his presents. I got him what did I get him? I got him an ICP wallet. It's a really cool looking wallet too, and I mean, I'm not really into ICP or anything like that, but Wicked J considers me a juggalo because, by definition, a juggalo is a big fan of the psychopathic record label, and also by definition, a juggalo is someone who is themselves and doesn't care what people think about it. So Wicked J is like, oh, technically you're a juggalo. Anyways, um, I spent Christmas at Wicked J's with his family. I hung out with his mom, made her a couple margaritas, and I mean, she was alive and kicking. She was happy. She was having fun. And then I remember it was about 8 p.m. I was like, oh, I'm gonna go home now. I go home, log on to Facebook. I'm IMing with a conductor. This is before that incident where I fought him. Conductor was another person I was really close with, very close, just as close as Wicked J. But anyways, I was talking to Conductor on Facebook, and then all of a sudden, like he's like, "Dude, this is not even a joke. Ben's mom died." And I was like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, Alex just told me right now, she's dead." And I'm like, "No, that can't be true. I just saw her. She's getting ready to go to Florida on vacation tomorrow." He's like, "No, dude, she's dead." I'm like, "How? I just saw her. That no." And she was gone. But
That is a really deep story.
yeah, and I mean, she was somewhat of a second mom to me. Anyways, I mean, she was a second mom to a lot of people because at her funeral there was a lot, a lot of people that showed up. Because I mean, from what I understood, there was a lot of Ben or Wicked J was close to a lot of people during his childhood, and a lot of them oftentimes would run away from home, and Wicked J's mom was oftentimes give him a place to stay for a day or two, and she was always looking out for people. But I mean, the the next day after she died, I went out with my family, and it was the day after Christmas. I went out with my family, went shopping and whatnot, and Wicked J's grandparents, they live right down the road from the ranch I live on. And well, on our way home to the ranch, we're there's a right where his grandparents' house is. There's a turn, so you got to slow down so you can turn. And well, as we're slowing down, my mom was driving. She sees Wicked J standing in front of his grandparents' house alone, just looking, just walk, pacing back and forth. And she's like, "Oh, Ben's right there. Go talk to him, cheer him up, or do something." I was like, "Yeah." And I get out of the car or out of the truck. I run up to him. He sees me, and he comes out to me and just open my arms. And he comes in, holding him, giving him a hug, trying to comfort him, and he's just starts crying. I've never seen him cry before until then. He was waterfall of tears, big waterfall of tears. And I was just letting him know, like, hey, I'm here for you, this and that. And I mean, I was his shoulder to cry on. I was there for him. I mean, he's one of my big brothers. But like I said, Wicked J, he's probably the closest person I am, person I'm closest to in ESW. And I mean, now Conductor, he used to be one to really hold a grudge. He doesn't hold grudges anymore, and he's forgiven me for what has happened. I mean, for years, 2 3 years, no, 2 years, he hated me and wanted me to die for punching him. And so, but now he's forgiving me, and we're great friends again. Anyways, those are the people that I'm really close to.
Yeah. I mean, I'm surprised, man. Like, it's really awesome that all that, like, you was there for Wicked J for what happened, and
Yeah.
all those things, and it makes me angry because of what people say about, like, Aztec sucks and that. And like, you know, like, people don't know the real you, if you know what I mean. Like, if people watch this documentary, I hope that people do know the other side of you that they don't really get to see in all the ESW videos.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. So
Yeah.
I was just a bit shocked about that, but I mean, you are a good person, and most people don't know that because of what happens in the ESW ring, because of your character, and you are a heel character.
Exactly.
And people don't see the other side of you. And it makes me angry when I see a comment saying Aztec sucks and this and that, but they don't know what you actually put into the business and what kind of person you really are.
Yeah.
So,
hey, you know what? Sorry to interrupt, but
it's okay.
For the longest time, I mean, none of the comments affected me in any way until recently. I mean, when I had received my second-degree burns, I was down and out, gonna quit, and it kind of broke my heart that a lot of these fans say that I deserved to get burned. This and that, and some of them were wished worse. They were saying that, oh, you should have gotten more, hurt more, and some of them even wanted me to die. And I mean, it never really affected me until now. I mean, or not now, but like recently. And I mean, they were being really hurtful. I mean, it's like they refuse to realize what this is. They refuse to realize that it's entertainment. I mean, there was actually a lot of people that know it was entertainment, and they knew that. I mean, they knew it was, like I said, it was entertainment. They knew it's a storyline, but because they're fans of wrestling, I mean, if you're gonna watch WWE, you know it's fake. You know it's scripted.
That's right.
But you're gonna watch it anyway, though, because I mean, I don't watch WWE. In fact, I only watched WWE for a year, and never again. But every now and then I'll watch pay-per-views like Royal Rumble and Mania, mainly those two.
Same here, exactly the same with me.
Yeah. Anyways, though, they know what's up, and so they're not gonna be ones to talk shit. I mean, honestly, most of the people that are my fans are the people that do know what's going on. They do realize it's just a show. And in fact, I mean, there was this one kid. It was so funny.
Is that what you told me about one time?
I don't know. I'm kind of tired right now, but I mean, there's like so many kids that believe that this is completely real. Like, I mean, example, Jonathan Fenty, he thought it was completely real. Matthew Ratcliffe thought it was completely real and whatnot. I mean, so many people thought everything was real, and as I said, it really affected me when people said I deserved what happened to me, even though I didn't.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's just stupid, really. But another question, obviously. Um,
Hmm.
what was the favorite time in ESW? I mean, like, do you have like a particular storyline or a match or a time of what was happening? What's your favorite moment?
Hmm. Honestly, I couldn't tell you. And it's not that I don't like. I didn't have any good times, or that there's too many good times. It's. I mean, I don't know. There's. I mean, one of my favorite matches of all time is me and Osiris versus Wicked J and Beaner at Hardcore Homecoming 3. And I mean, that's one of my favorite matches of all time. It was remarkable. Um, like, we used to say that, or Alex G has said that I am the greatest tag team wrestler because a lot of the best tag team matches I was in, and I liked it because I mean, Cyrus and I we've been really good friends for a long time, and it was cool because you know, Osiris was my inspiration to be better in ESW, and I'm teaming up with him, and we our tag team name is Samoan at its greatest. Instead of greatness at its greatest, Samoan at its greatest, because my finisher is the Samoan drop, and so is Samoan at its greatest, and that's also the name of one of our moves. I I go for this. I have someone up for. I did it to Beaner. I
Yeah,
have
and then
Beaner on my.
Osiris comes up and does the neck breaker.
Yeah, he does a swinging neck breaker, so that's the Samoan at its greatest right there.
That was a sweet match, dude. I mean, like, one of the best moments in that match was like when you got blindsided and then Osiris comes and you do a spine buster on him.
Oh, yeah. But like, the ESW guys, their favorite part of that match, though, it's probably, I think it's my favorite part too. It's probably my favorite moments in ESW was when I German suplexed Beaner,
Yeah. Oof.
because I mean, it was a perfect clean German, and I mean, if Kurt Angle was to see that, he'd be impressed. He'd be like, "Damn, this guy's the real deal." I mean, it was awesome. And Beaner took it. He had his wind knocked out though, but he took it correctly. And like, it sucks for him because yeah, sure, he got rest from the the German, but the next thing he had to take was the Samoan at his greatest, so he got his wind knocked out again. But another one of my favorite moments in ESW was the reunion show because I wrestled Wicked J, my best friend, my first and only girlfriend was there. Um, some of my brothers were there. They're not like blood brothers, but just like bros, like really close bros were there, and people cheered for me. I liked it. I mean, another the ESW final event. I mean, that was another thing I loved because I mean, I think it was Paul X or PL3 that came out and said, "Hey, this is the final show. we'd love it for you to cheer us all. We don't want to hear any boos because all these guys they put their body on the line to entertain y'all. And I remember I was really happy because and my match was a 6-pack challenge for the Anarchy Championship. It was me, Nick Violence, Radian, Short Stack, Juggalo Chris, and S.A. Greg. And I remember like everyone else that they came out, people clapped for them, cheered for them, whatnot. And then when I came out, I got the biggest pop of the 6, and like I was smile like I don't know if I was smiling at the time, but in my head like I was happy. It was like I mean they're cheering for me. They're really cheering for me. They want me to win. And that match actually I pretty much made the entire match for that. Some parts I did not make, but pretty much the entire match I conceived.
Yeah.
Uh, and I know it hasn't been posted on YouTube or anything, but it's a really good, short, sweet, and simple match. It starts off we're circling each other, and I'm hopping up and down, getting ready to wrestle. And first thing I do is I think I kick Raiden in the balls or something, or I attack. I'm trying to get them out of the way, and I go to a I push Short Stack or someone, and then I turn around and I get a clothesline from Juggalo Chris, get back up, stunner from Short Stack, Marcus Max, and Short Stack picks or no RKO from Radian. What the hell is it? Oh, S.A. Greg does his the Celtic Cross, and Short Stack picks me up. He has my arms behind my back, and Nick Violence comes up to me and he grabs 2 beer bottles and breaks them on my head, and then he picks me up and he does his move, the Falcon's Arrow or whatever the hell it's called. I don't remember what it is, but he does that to me onto broken beer bottles. And I mean, there's like 3 inches of glass into my back and whatnot, and I was just letting them do their finishers to me, give them some hype, just make them look good. Give the kids. I'm the veteran. I'm here to make them look good. And then they're kicking my ass and whatnot. And eventually, a couple other guys they go ahead and do their own spots. And I mean, I feel like it's one of my favorite matches, but I also feel like shit because I put S.A. Greg in the hospital.
Oh shit.
Yeah. It's on the recap. I mean, when I eliminated S.A. Greg, I did a spine buster to him, but it was right by where all the broken beer bottles were. So when he goes to take the bump, he puts his wrist down, and a piece of glass goes right into his wrist.
Oh.
And I had to eliminate him right then and there and take it into the hospital. Oh, speaking of cuts on wrists, here's a cut from the show. It's a gash. Like I said, I got a vagina on my hand. Hello, Alex. How are you doing today? Yeah, to this day, I still feel like shit. S.A. Greg forgave me, like on the spot. He's like, hey, "Don't worry about it. It's nothing." But like, I still feel horrible because I put him in the hospital. I mean, it was a thick piece of glass. It just went. But anyways, I made everyone look good. I remember I took a RKO. I jumped off the trampoline. No, never mind. No, that was something else. I thought I jumped off the trampoline and got RKO'd by Radium, but no, that was Alex G during the Extreme Rumble 3. Anyways, I remember I think I did a suicide dive or flipped onto people, and I know I did a 3 Amigos, and I did a People's. No, I did a 3 Amigos to Short Stack and Radian, and then as soon as I get up, I run to S.A. Greg. S.A. Greg's on the ground from the spine buster. I run to S.A. Greg, and I stopped, do the people's elbow, and then 1, 2, 3, he was eliminated. But I mean, I eliminated everyone, and I won the match. And then Mike Idols comes out and does the Idols bomb, or I think it's the Kali bomb that he does. Anyways, he does that to me, and I got a concussion from that because he's a big dude. He can't control his strength, so he picks me up and just straight up throws me on the ground. And I hit the back of my head, and he 1, 2, 3 beats me for the Anarchy Championship.
Boo.
I mean, yeah. But then he gets beat by Austin Thomas. I think. I don't remember.
I love it how you laugh after that.
What's that?
I love it how you laugh. You're like, yeah, but then he gets beaten.
Austin Thomas is another person I put in the hospital. At WrestleFest 3, it was me and MOD for the Anarchy Championship. Or it was Anarchy Warfare, I think. And anyways, Austin Thomas comes to the match. And I know, like, I think we got face to face or something. And then I punched him in the ear. I swung. I went, hoo-ah! And I got him right here, and I gave him an ear infection. I punched him so hard, I gave him an ear infection. He had to go to the hospital. Like, next time I saw him after that, he's like, dude, like, Austin Thomas is a weird guy, but he's cool. He's a cool guy. He's weird in his own way, but he's like, dude, you punched me so hard, you gave me an ear infection. That's kind of how he talks.
Or
no, I think that's how he used to talk. He's got like a deeper voice now. But he was a big kid back in the day.
Yeah.
But that's he would that's what he told me. And I was like, oh dude, I'm so sorry. I was like, nah man, don't worry, it's cool, man.
Right, so what was, in your opinion, what do you think the most painful moment in ESW was of your career?
My most painful moment?
Yeah.
Getting burnt alive.
Well, that when you got second-degree burns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, my leg was on fire.
That looks terrible. Like me and my friend, we stayed up all night waiting for that event to be uploaded because obviously I was speaking to you before that, and we was just waiting, and like part 1 of the show, it didn't have your match on it. Like your music started playing, and then the part ended, and we was like, God damn it! So we had to wait for the second part to get uploaded, and we did.
Yeah.
And I remember just watching it, like, oh my god, like you running around all over the place trying to put it out, and like,
yeah,
Chris.
I was on fire for 5 seconds, but it felt like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I was scared. I'm not gonna lie. I was scared in the moment. Like that was real life, and Hardcore Kid actually broke character. He broke character, and he was standing on top of Osiris's truck, and he was like, "Hey, someone should get him some water." But good thing they didn't catch on camera that he broke character.
Yeah.
But, like he broke character. He's like, "Hey, someone get him some water." And no, what's funny is there was a cup full of soda or something right next to OSG.
I remember just Chris going like, "Somebody give him some water, shit!"
Stop, drop, and roll, fool!
Oh, you better stop rolling around, shit! Oh, god damn it, that was brilliant. That was a brilliant show. I think that was great. And do you know if
here's another very painful moment. During the Extreme Rumble 3. Oh god, that I'll never forget this. I took a spear from Nick Violence. A good spear. Nick Violence has the best spears. I love his spears. Like, he throws his shoulder and his arms right into your gut, and when as soon as it reaches, like he pretty much slaps your like with his left hand, he slaps your lower back and just go kind of flips you down. He's like it's like "Kah," like that. So and he goes down with it, and it's powerful as fuck. I mean, he's a big, strong dude. He's skinny as hell now. He's almost a twig.
Really?
Yeah, he's skinny. He's gotten skinny. Same thing with Radian. But anyways, he spears me, and this sucked. 'Cause I know someone got hit in the head with a radio, and they left it there on the ground, and I'm getting up ready for so I can get speared. I'm getting up, and I didn't see it. I didn't know that the radio was right behind me, so he spears me, and straight up, the middle of my back lands on the radio and goes,
Oh,
and
dude.
I know the antenna stabbed me. The antenna stabbed me at my back, and so that fucked me up.
Dude, that sounds terrible.
Yeah, it was horrible. It was horrible. But that and being burnt alive was probably the most painful things in ESW. Plus the random concussions I've gotten.
Yeah. Like, there is a lot to sacrifice in backyard wrestling.
Yeah.
Not,
Now, I mean, certain things I'm gonna take it like a man. I'm not gonna give a shit about it. Barbed wire, pfft, thumbtacks, pfft, light tubes, pfft, beer bottles. Ah.
fire.
Fuck fire.
Yeah. Um, try poison ivy.
Yeah, you did that.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Dude, like, honestly, when I done it, because obviously it was in front of people, we had about 30 odd people. That's quite a good crowd for us, obviously the first show. And when he done it,
That was a good sized crowd.
yeah, like half of our families were there, so it's pretty good. But yeah, he done it, and I just remember everyone cheering because my friend James just goes, make some noise, and everyone's cheering, and I jump up with the choke slam. I jump as high as I can. I land, and I'm like, oh shit, I can't feel anything. So I just lay there, and I'm like, oh shit. Like,
Yeah.
it's too late now, and then I get off it. When I lay on the grass, it starts stinging, and
Wait,
an interesting fact about this: in the poison ivy, there was actually fire ants,
oh,
which
God.
sucked so much because we picked them out of his garden, and then I was just laying there. I was like, shit, there's stuff crawling on me, man. I've got things on my back crawling on me. I swear to God. After the show, I had so many marks on my back. It literally looks like I've been whipped.
Yeah, dude, that sucks. There was one match. It was a 5-on-5 Team OSG versus Team PL3.
Yeah, I watched that. I think it's on YouTube, or there's a promo of it. I think.
I think the match is on YouTube. Well, anyways, Wicked J, there's been a lot of times where he came to practice late. There's been a lot of times where he didn't even come to practice. He practiced one time and he's like, "Oh, I'm one and done." Anyways, for a 5-on-5 timer match, you're gonna you really need to practice that. And he only showed up to two practices.
Who's that again? Who's this?
Wicked J.
Yeah, Wicked J.
And so we thought Alex was like, okay, as punishment, Aztec, I want you to put because in Texas we've got fire ants, but we also have big red ants that are like an inch, like they're like an inch long.
Yeah.
They're huge, and they're good though because they eat fire ants.
Yeah.
But anyways, like they have like giant mandibles that would just like rip through flesh, and so Alex is like put them through the ants. So but here's the thing, like the day of the show, like all day the ants they were gone.
Oh.
The ants disappeared from their little hole until like 5 minutes before the show. Like the ants just started crawling out of their little hole and just doing whatever. And when it came time for showtime, they were ready. They're like, "Bring on the clown!" And so I put Jay into the ants, and he lay there for a while, and they ate him up. He's afraid of ants now. I put a fear of ants in him. Now, here's another fun fact about that show. There was a dark match. there was, you know what a dark match is, right?
Yeah, like not filmed.
Yeah, we had a dark match. It was a triple threat. It was Toxic Miz. His name is Evan Trejo. He's Wicked J's little brother, actually.
Okay.
Anyway, Toxic Miz versus Magic Ninja versus Psychotic. And oh man, that match sucked. The only person that was good was Evan. I mean, it sucks because Alex did film the match, but I think he wasn't gonna put it on air it or it wasn't gonna add it on the recap or air it or anything. But I think he wound up losing the footage. But like, it was, uh, oh, like, they sucked so much except Evan. Like I remember Magic Ninja, like they were on the trampoline. Magic Ninja goes up to Evan, and he says something stupid, and Evan was Evan was staring at him, was like, "Pah!" Just knocks him the fuck out. Like he actually punched him, stuck him in the face, and I know at the end of the match, Evan won. At the end of the match, Psychotic goes up to a Magic Ninja for no reason. He's like, "You and me, next show, I want to have a match with you, and it's gonna be a street fight." It's all random. It wasn't even planned. No one. There was no plan to have a street fight. Like what the fuck, you dumbass.
Oh, dude, this shit is glorious.
Yeah, here's another thing. Have you seen the 5-on-5 match?
No, I don't think I have, man.
Okay, well, originally on the Team PL3 match, we were supposed to have a professional wrestler named Junior Garza on the team,
Yeah.
but he didn't show up, so we had to replace him. We replaced him with Don King, and it was so weird because I mean, he was a surprise because Junior Garza wasn't there. And Junior Garza has no relationship with Wicked J or Alex and Austin. Anyways, Don King's music hits. Don King has an awesome theme. It was an old Triple H theme, but here's the thing: like they added conductor. He's singing the song. It's funny. It's I forgot what Triple H theme was. It starts playing. It's like, "What's up? Is this on?" and, and then the music starts playing more, and then conductor starts singing. It's like, "Don King, Don King, Don King," and it just starts repeating over and over again. Or before he even says Don King, like the music starts playing, it's like, "What's up? Is this on?" And I think this is the first time they played the theme. I think it was the first time this theme was played, so no one knew it was Don King, or no one should have known it was Don King. But his music starts playing, and like they don't say Don King yet, and all of a sudden, like Don King's family, like three of his sisters were there, and they're like, "Oh, it's Don," but like they didn't start cheering or anything. And there's this random chick. She's like, "Don King," and Don King walks out, and everyone goes ape shit and starts cheering for him. And I was like, "What the fuck. Just Don King. And like at the time, I hated Don King. I thought he was a piece of shit. Well, he is a piece of shit.
Is it?
But yeah, he doesn't. He's a dad. He doesn't even take care of his kids.
Oh wow.
He doesn't even feed his kids. I don't even know if they're still alive anymore.
Jeez.
But I know. Like last time I heard, he was literally living under a bridge
Really?
with his kids. Anyways, that's not my business.
Yeah.
But I just remember like everyone in the crowd just went ape shit and just started cheering. He was literally the biggest pop in ESW history,
Really?
just for Don King. So when I was like, "Who the fuck is Don King?" and everyone's cheering for him. I mean, seriously, would you have cheered for him?
No.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm to this day, I'm still trying to figure out what the hell happened. And what the fuck were they smoking? Anyways, that's all I wanted to say about that.
Alright, okay. Well, we've been going on for like an hour and 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So if you want to end this, then that's cool.
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna change real fast and go into Lytle.
Alright, so,
That's a neighboring town. I'm gonna go to the grocery store and get some stuff and get myself some dinner. Every day this past week I've been getting Subway.
yeah.
I'm thinking about getting Whataburger tonight.
Alright, dude, one last thing that you want to say to Aztecs, to ESW Nation, to anyone out there? Is there anything you want to say?
That was my attempt at Dick Dominic's theme. Like,
Oh.
there's lots of times where like we're just hanging out with the guys, and like random like Alex or us, and like just randomly just turn to Dick and just start going like and then start trying to do his theme. And I remember practicing for the match I go like, okay, I come out first, and then Dick comes out, but hold on, like we gotta do this and that. I'm gonna start talking shit, and when I say this, your theme song is gonna play. So I start practicing like, blah 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 blah. I'm dedicating this match to all the Aztecs. Wait, I'm gonna dedicate this match to all the Aztecs. I am gonna make Dick Dominic kneel before Aztec. And then they're like kind of going through that. No, but anything I want to say to the Aztecs, the ESW Nation? Say my name. You're right. You're goddamn right I am.
Oh, dude.
And that's it. Yeah, that's all I gotta say.
That's sweet. That's sweet. Alright, you've got to do the network logo, obviously. You have to do it, dude. You have to do it. Watch your mouth when you talking to me, I'll knock you out. Whoop whoop.
Hold on, I got some. Let me play the. Go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and play the theme.
Dude, you froze, dude.
I did. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, well that's because I exited out of the video. I'm doing this from my iPhone, so.
I can play it. I've got it on my phone.
Right, Tech 9 collabos. No, not Tech 9 collabos.
2-piece.
I know. I was trying to find the no, because two of Tech 9's albums say Tech 9 collabos, not Tech 9.
Alright.
But anyways.
Watch your mouth when you're talking to me, I knock you out. It's definitely, I hold it for my block, for my hood, for my sector. Look at what your mouth gotcha, nigga should have held it. Watch your mouth or you might get hit in it. 1 piece, 2 piece, did it. This is for the niggas from my section. Hope you learn the lesson. Bully niggas better.
so sweet.